This is day 15, and today we are going to be talking about human in the loop. Human in the loop. We talk about automation. We said, oh, you can set up your workflow, and once the trigger goes on, then it start performing all the functions that we set it up to do, all the tasks. But what if we want to still put ourselves in between the business workflow and say, before you pay that money out, get approval from me. Before you send that mail out on my behalf, I need to see the draft. Or before you post on my social media platform, I want to see the draft coming in from the agent. So that is what we want to do today. How do we come up with the human in the loop in our business workflow? So this is what we are building. We are starting with a Telegram trigger. So when you send a message on Telegram, the agent should swing into action and draft content. And that content should be sent to you. So this is you as the human in the loop should be sent to you for you to either approve or decline the draft. If you approve the draft, then it goes there and then it gets sent to wherever you want it to be sent to. If you decline, then it will come back here and the agent will send it back for a redraft of whatever you must have drafted. So let us start building what I shared. The first step in this case is we want to use a trigger, and the trigger is going to be what? Telegram. So we want to start with a Telegram message. So you click on Telegram and you say on message. So this means that you want something to be done. You want to create your bot in Telegram. And when you drop a message inside Telegram, your business workflow should start. So if I drop a message in Telegram, it should draft something for me, it should create an image for me, it should post anywhere for me, depending on what you want to do. So we want to pull event from Telegram. Then you create your credentials. So how do you fill up your credentials? I will show you that now. What do you need? You need your access token. So we need to get this from Telegram. How do we get it from Telegram? Let me bring my Telegram screen here and show you how to do that. So if you go to your Telegram, this is Telegram, right? You will search for what we call a boat father. Search for that on Telegram. You will see boat father. So if you initiate a chat with a boat father, you will get all this. See, starts and then it's showing you everything that you can do here. So what you want to do is to create a new bot. Look at it here. So I click on that to create a new bot. Then it's talking to me. What should I call the new bot? So I want to say my paddy. Okay, then I send it. Then it's now asking for a username for my bot. Note, your username must be unique and it must end with bot. So for example, if I say my party bot, I am sure this will have been taken, but let me just send it. My party bot says the name has been taken. So I'll just say Ola Paddy bot, for example. Let's see. I think that's it has accepted that. So I've created a bot. It is this bot that I will talk to, that I will chat with, that will start my flow. Now that it has created it, look here, this is our token here. This is what we need in anything. So I copy this token, then I come back here, I create a credentials, then I paste it here. Okay, then we save. That way, we have created our Telegram credential and it's saying successful, tested successfully. So we have added that. That's all we are doing here and leave the trigger on message. So I didn't change anything here. Let us test it out. So to test it out, go to your Telegram and search for that particular bot. So just search as if you are looking for anybody. I call it Olapadi bot. So search for it and initiate a chat with it. So let me just say something there now. Hello, and then it will initiate. Let's execute this step, and I say hello. Okay, see, what I sent now is here. So we have our output here. So meaning the message I sent is hello, we now have it here. So we are successfully connected at Telegram. So I close that. That is my first node there. What do we want to do? I want to send a word or a request on Telegram, and I want an AI agent to draft a post on whatever I request for inside Telegram. So I want to add an AI agent here. AI agent, and that AI agent will be our writer. Okay, so we want to define it below. See the output from Telegram. We want to define it below and say, this is how I want you to work as my AI agent. So I want my AI agent to work on whatever I must have sent from my Telegram. So let's look for the message output from Telegram. Hello, I drag it here. This is a variable, right? So it's going to be changing every now and then. I hope you still remember that. So what do I want my agent to do? So I can add a system message here. And what does that mean? Let's bring this up. We want the AI agent to draft a message or a post based on whatever topic or whatever thing I must have dropped in my Telegram. So for me, this is what I want. I want a daily quote. So I will drop a word in Telegram, then I want the agent to research the word using Tavily and then come up with a post, a quote with my name as my quote every day. So when I send a word to Telegram, I can do that 10 times a day. That's what I want. So I'm putting up my expression here, my system prompt. I've told you, you don't need to always request for my system prompt. You can talk to any of those LLM, ChatGPT, Gemini, and say, this is what I want you to do, this is how I want you to work. So these I will also put in newsletter. You are a helpful assistant that helps me with daily quotes as a philosopher and tech expert. You will receive a word and come up with a well-written quote I can put on my X and send to people. So the instructions, always use the Tavily search tool to find accurate philosophical, current information and tech related about the word. Write an informative, engaging quote up to 280 words. Do not output anything except the final quote, and always add my name as the author, Olalekan Dieko. So the tools, we are adding Tavily to help us search, and I give example here. So if I type in simplicity, search and write something there. So that is the expression in our AI here. You know that our AI agent will need a chat model to work with. So I want to put the OpenAI model to work with it. I'm not changing anything here, right? We're not adding anything here. I just want it to, give us the response. Or that I turn off the a response API so that I won't change a whole lot of things there. Then we've added a model here. So we need a tool. We need the HTTP request for Tavily. We've used Tavily before, but I will quickly run through it. So we need to use Tavily, which is a platform that can help us, search the web for real-time information. So if you haven't signed up before, again, go to tavily.com. You will land here. You can create API keys. We will need this key for us to use Tavily in anything. Beyond the key, you also come to documentation, and from documentation, it brings you here where you can go to API and SDK. And what we want to do is to use the search. We want to search the web. And on my right hand here, you have um, the API, write up that you can just copy. So change this to CURL and copy. Then you come back to anything and import what we've copied and paste it there and import. That way it will populate everything here for you. So what we will then need to change will be the value, which is the token. See the token here. So I can come back and copy my token. You can create a key here. It will give you a new one. I already have one, so I'll just kind of copy that one and put it in front of Biara, leave a space. I have added that. Then last thing here is my expression here. So let me expand this expression and change the default that is there. You know, we always have like a default there, but you want to make sure that you change it. I don't want it to be looking for, Leo Messi every now and then. I want it to look for what I want. So I want to change this. Search for what? That's what I want to change. You are not searching for Lionel Messi. You are searching for what will help me with what I'm doing. So let me expand it here. You are not searching for who is Leo Messi. You are actually searching for what I type as the message. So let's scroll down and drag the variable here inside here. So we are searching for anything we drop there. But I can put here and say search the web for whatever is inside there. And that's the only thing I want to change here. I want to leave every other thing. Let's just keep it simple. So we've configured our Tavili. Let's rename it so that the agent will understand that this is Tavili. This is the tool called Tavili. All right. So if you want us to test that out, I can execute the step. We should have something here. Look at it. It has helped output something. But because, of course, it has not fetched any new word from trigger, I didn't pin the output from Telegram, but we can come back and test it. So we are done with this part. So this agent, we can even rename it and say, this is the author, or the person that is drafting, that's the agent that is drafting whatever we are doing. So this part is the main one that we normally use before. The next phase now is to insert ourselves in the workflow as human in the middle. So I want to first of all add what we call a set field here, this edit field. Why am I adding this edit field? Why? Because I want my agent, or based on my response, whether I approve or decline. If I decline, that write-up should be sent back again to the agent for editing. So I want it to rewrite it and represent it. So I want a situation whereby the agent or Telegram will know the most recent version that it is putting forward to me for checking or for whatever we want it to do. So that's why I'm adding the set field there. And for the set field, we're leaving it as manual and we are adding our field. So we want to give a name to the field, post, and the value will be whatever that is coming in from the agent. So let me just close this. Let's run this all over again so that we have input that can we can use. So let me just go back to Telegram, execute it. I will pin it this time around so that we have something there. I've typed I, so that should execute and okay, so we have the I here now. Let me pin it so that I don't need another one throughout my testing. So the agent here now can now work with I, or maybe I should write something else, but let's see the quote it will write about I. So let me draft this. So it will write a quote. See, hello, please provide me with a word you would like a daily quote about. So let me change this. Let me unpin this and then write something else. Let me write something else, not just I. Let's see, audacity. All right. Let's say audacity is the word that I want to type in there. All right. So audacity is here now. Let's pin audacity. Pin audacity, and then let's run the agents. So the agents will be able to work with Audacity now. So write something about the word that I put in there. Audacity. See, Audacity is the spark that ignites, blah, blah, blah. I will also pin that here so that we use it all through the testing. Okay, so it has written a post here. So that post will come inside this edit field here, and then that post is the value. So the output is what I'm dragging here. So every time we have an output, it will replace whatever we have here. So the most recent version whether the edited version or the original version will come back here before being presented again to me inside Telegram. So that's what I'm doing here, no more, no less. So if you even run this now, what we have here is what is going to be here. This part is only helping me to present the most recent version of my post, because I will be requesting for edited. I will ask the agent to rewrite it if I don't like it, and it should come back here and be represented. Now that we have set up that, let's undo the human in the loop. Yes, so come down here, look at it, human in the loop. So just click on it. These are the apps that you can use to insert yourself in the loop, either through a Discord, or you want to get a mail from Gmail, and inside the mail you will see approve, decline, or you can respond via that to tell the flow to continue or not, or through a Google Chat or a Microsoft Outlook or Microsoft Teams, or send emails, Slack, and Telegram. We are using Telegram. So we want the approval request to come inside Telegram. All right, to come inside Telegram. So we have our account here, the message, send and wait is there, then the chat ID. So you can expand the trigger here and look for the chat ID. This is it. Drag it here. And of course, what is the message that you want to send to the Telegram, in a way to present it to me to look at and approve. So I want it to send me the draft, then I can approve. But I want to add something there. I want to say, before you even send it to me, I want to say, is it okay? That's a text. Then I will drag the write up from um, set field here. Okay, so I said, is it okay? Then show me the message itself and look at the results here. Is it okay? Then he added the quotes for me to see what I'm approving. So if we do this now, we will kind of run this now. If we run this now, it will now send something out, to me to either approve or disapprove. So if I come here now, look at it. This is all what we have here. Response time is approval. I need approval. If I execute this, a message is going to be sent to me on Telegram. My bot has sent a message to me on Telegram, and the message says, "Is this okay?" Audacity is the spark. I think I should just bring the my Telegram here for you to look at it. Is it okay? Audacity is the spark. It has sent the approval request here. So I need to click on this approve, and then it's asking me that do I want to respond to that approval request. Then I'll open it. For now, it will open inside anything for you to do your approval. But something is still here, right? It only did what? It approved it. It didn't even allow me to say whether I'm going to decline some or whether I'm going to approve some. So we still need to now say, you know what, don't just limit it to whether I'm approving or I'm not, or just that. What I want now is I want you to allow me to use free text to respond. Free text means I want to be the one to write it and say, you know, approve or disapprove, or I can say yes or no. I can say I don't like it. It shouldn't be rigid. It should not just show me approval that it did earlier on. So now that we've changed it to free text, let's run it. And let me bring my where is it? Let me bring my Telegram back here. See, another one has been sent. Look at it now. It's different from approve. This one is saying respond. So if I choose respond and open, it's going to now write the text here. Is it okay? Audacity is this and this. Then in my response, I can choose to say refine it. Refine the post, meaning I do not like it. But how do it be communicated to anything that this means decline or this means approval? So I'm submitting now. I'm submitting. Let me come back here. Look at it. It has captured what I sent. I said refine the post. That's my response as the human in the loop. So I came in here to say approve or disapprove or decline or any word at all. But I want my flow to understand whatever I put here and classify it as either an approval or maybe I'm declining. It should read meanings to whatever I type in there. So to do that, we are using what we call text classifier. So I'm adding a text classifier here. So the text classifier in this case will now be the one to say, you know what, I want to approve whatever we put in there. And what are we approving? I want you to, not approve now. Classify my text here. So I drag it here. Classify whatever I put here, which is refine the post into different categories. What are the categories? Category one, approved. Okay, and what does that mean? I mean, human explicitly, explicitly says approved. Yes, continue, uh, go on, or any form of acceptance. See, I am explaining to the AI to be able to, determine when my intention is signifies an approval. So the second category is decline, and that is human says decline, no, refine, rewrite, or anything that suggests a rejection. So that's what I've done here in my text classifier so that it will understand whether whatever I write back means positive or negative. For your text classifier to work, you also need a model. So we already have a model. So can we use the same model? Or I just had another model here. Open AI model. So I've added that in. Sorry, this is where I will turn off the use response API, but here I still wanted to use the response API. So, but here I'm turning it off in the text classifier so that it won't return it as an array for me. I want it to be returned as um, ordinary string. So the text classifier in this case is just to determine whether what I have in here means positive or negative, whether it means I'm approving or I'm declining. And look at the two categories there, approved and decline. When I approve, what should happen? The message should go back to what? Telegram, or the message can now be sent via email, or the message can now be posted on Facebook, on LinkedIn, or Twitter, or anywhere. So you can decide this last node where you want it to go to. That means you are okay with it. It could be your mail, it could be anything. But I will just send it back to Telegram. I want the Telegram to, send it back to me, right? So I am receiving a message. So send the message. I want it to send me a message back that yes, this is fine. So send me a message, and to where? A caller ID. We are sending it back to the user ID, the chat ID here, and the text that should be sent back will be what has been approved. And what has been approved means what is coming in from the AI agent author, what the person has approved. So that's what we want to be sent back, that okay, I think we are fine with this, we agree with this, so let's drop that here. That's fine. The other part will be what will happen if the content says otherwise. I will still come back and run the text classifier so that it can check my refine the post whether it is approved or declined. If it is declined, what do I want it to do? I want it to be sent back to another agent. That agent is the one that rewrites. So let me put um, AI agents, let me put editor here, or sort of, I put editor there. So its job is to edit what has been rejected and represent it, send it back to send it to what, Telegram, it's being represented. So what's the prompt that um, we want here inside the AI agent for this AI agent to work with? It's going to work with defined below, and it's going to be what is coming from the feedback that the human has given, and then the content. So here I would say human feedback, and human feedback will be, let me expand this so that we see. Yeah, human feedback will be what is coming in from here, the send the message, which is refine post. Okay, and then the text here is the post to work on, is to go to review. Here is the post to review. The post to be reviewed is coming from where? It's coming from this agent here. All right. So this is what we want it to review what is there. So execute previous node, I will do that, and then it should review it. So that's what we are doing here. But we also need to empower that agent and add a system prompt, that editor. So this editor, I'm just going to write something simple there and say, you are an expert writer. Your job is to rewrite. Yeah. Am I writing? You are an expert writer. Your job is to rewrite what you should rewrite the post based on the human feedback. Just that, something simple, you can add to that, but I'll just stop there. So that's what we've done here. And our agent too needs a model. So our model, OpenAI, and for this OpenAI model, I'll just, nothing else. That's what we want. So this, from here, I want it to come back here and represent it to Telegram. So here it has classified it. If it's approved, straightforward, send it out. If it's not approved, send it back here for this guy to edit it, rewrite it, and then do what? Send it back to this set field there. This field will now represent it as the most recent version and be sent to me on Telegram for me to view and approve or decline again. If I decline, the cycle continues until I'm done. So from here, I can drag the line here and say, come back here. See? So I'm sending it all the way back to this place. So this is it. So it's time for us to test now. We're done with everything. So let's go back, unpin all other things here. Let's test afresh, unpin everything, and let's run it and execute this from the beginning. So it's time for us to finally test everything that we've done. So this is my bot. I want to execute the flow, then come back to my Telegram here. It's saying, please provide the word you like. So I type simplicity, and then it keeps going. It wrote it, and it's asking me to respond. I'll click, open it. I'll tell it to refine so that you see what will happen. I'll say, no, just refine it and make shorter. Maybe that's what I want. The text classifier should read meanings to that, whether that means an approval or a rejection. So that is submitted. Let me come back to the chart here. Look at it. It has done it again. See, it came here, it translated to decline, it sent it back, and It's gone back again. I have a second draft. It brings cutting whatever. This one is shorter than the previous one. I'll respond again. For now, you're not responding inside Telegram. Maybe they will work on that soon. If I say approved here now and I submit, you will see that it will go inside this one. See, it has come here. And if I check my Telegram now, it will send it again without a request for me to respond to. So this is how you can insert yourself in the workflow using human in the loop. It could be mail, it could be Slack, it could be anything. So try this out, work it out, engage in the comment section. Let's keep helping ourselves. I know I've received a lot of DMs that I'm unable to respond to, but I love the fact that we're helping ourselves. So let's keep learning. I'll be waiting for you tonight, 7 p.m. for the live FAQ.